Well, joining us now to look at the challenges and agenda setting for the new APC National Chairman, Professor Nentawe Yiwatda. I am now joined by Hillard Etta, is the APC former National Vice Chairman and Chairman NYC Board. That's the National Youth Service Corps Board. Thank you so much for being on the news tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Let's begin with that agenda setting. What must top Professor Yiwatda's agenda right now? He's inheriting a party with 23 governors, some internal wranglings, and perhaps you can say growing public apathy towards the reforms of the administration. So what should he be doing now?
Well, thank you very much. I think that the first thing that he has to do is to deal with the flashpoints within the party. You know that as a political party populated by human beings, there is no way you can do without altercations and differences in opinion and positions. So the first thing that he has to do is to identify them and begin to do the firefighting, so to speak. But beyond that, there is a need for us to go back to the very reason that we created the APC. The first thing that he needs to do, as far as I think, is that internal democracy, the ever so very well, conversed over topic, has to be taken seriously. There must be, he has to find a way to build processes to create an enabling environment to institutionalize internal democracy. Now, another thing that I think that he has to do is that the creation of the APC was brought about by two iconic individuals. The first one was late President Buhari, and the second person is the present President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today, Tinubu. Now, by 2031, that would have ceased as an identity of the party. And now the party needs an identity. And the yearning of the generality of the membership. That is
beyond these two people.
Yeah, beyond these two people. We need an identity that is predicated on ideas so that we are easily distinguished or we're easily identified on the ballot. Remember that after 2031, these two individuals will not be on the ballot for the party. The last thing that I think that he needs to do is to find a way and take the party away from the big men. And I say this because one of the reasons that drove us into the establishment of the APC was to give back the political power to the people, to the membership of the party. And without a doubt, the party needs to do something about the reward system in the party. The reward system for the membership of the party.
So you feel like some people have been left out in the cold, but let me just highlight, because you said 2031, there's an election for 2027. You sound very confident.
We're very confident. I think that in 2027, whether we like it or not, Tinubu is going to be on the ballot. You understand what I'm saying? We are not God to say that he is going to win. We will do everything for him to win. He will win from the calculation of man. Do you understand? But God, power belongs to God. But what I am saying is that by 2031, whether he is the president at that time or not, his name is not going to be on the ballot.
Very well taken, your points there. But so when you talk about internal democracy and steadying the ship, so to say, then I have to ask you if you align with what the coalition ADC has said, congratulating Professor Yiwatda, but of course also saying that he has a lot of job to do, that your party has had 4 chairmen in 2 years. So they feel there's a problem there.
I think it is what they have said is very Nigerian. You know, we like to point fingers whereas we have issues of our own. The ADC is sitting on an avalanche, if you may have it, of issues. I believe that they have a lot of issues to resolve. I think they should concentrate on their issues and leave a party that is largely cohesive, largely united. If you are looking for a party that is completely without issues, then you need to leave this earth and go to perhaps another universe. But for the kind of issues that they have, I think that it is better that they channel their energies into solving the issues of the ADC and leave us to deal with our very small issues here and there.
You refer to it as small issues, but do you appreciate that you have had 4 chairmen in 2 years, and can Professor Yiwatda change that? Or you don't see it as a problem that you've had a revolving door when it comes to chairmanship?
Now, if
who even emerged by consensus?
Now, okay. Now, if the revolving door had brought acrimony to the party, then we would be worried, and the ADC can see how party can manage its affairs, can manage its issues. Yes, we have had 4 chairmen, but even in the changing of the chairmen, they have come without issues, without acrimony. A lot of people wanted to be chairman. I, for instance, rooted for Senator Tanko Almakura to be the next chairman. Unfortunately, he did not become chairman. And as I stand today, I have gone immediately behind Professor Yiwatda. You know, like other members of the party, we have immediately gone behind him to give him the support that he needs to run our party. Other parties should learn from us. There is something to learn here. There are other parties who cannot change one single man as a chairman without recourse to court cases, acrimony, and all of the kind of things that we have in other parties.
Well, you talk about him shifting the ideology, if I may use that word, and you may correct me, of the party from the big man, like you said in your words. So from the big manship to, the members who form your party. But then again, there were reports that it was the governors, the very governors, your 23 governors, that sealed his emergence as your chairman in the early hours of yesterday, even though he was nominated by the president. So how does he navigate that, dealing with 23 governors for someone who has been described as not bringing political clout to the table? How does he manage that?
Let me first of all tell you that one of the reasons that we went forward to establish the APC was to bring a progressive party to the Nigerian people. And now, if you understand progressivism, it means that the ordinary person, is at the epicenter of whether governmental policies or political party policies. So we must find a way, if we must remain the progressive platform that we are, we must find a way to empower the average member of the party.
I think he can do that.
No, he can. He can. As the chairman of the party, he has all the tools that is necessary given to him by the constitution of the party to begin a process of taking power from the big men and giving it to the membership of the party.
We watch to see. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Hillard Etta, the APC former national vice chairman and chairman of the NYC board. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.